Hi everyone, today I would like to discuss which steps you need to take into consideration when you would like to build a new hero or a new team related to a new hero that has been released. Being transparent with you, I never had the opportunity to really focus on building a hero that was just released because I was all in the game around 10 months, so I was always need to focus on my current teams. I was quite behind on pending heroes, and it was not until Octavia release when I had for first time the opportunity to say, okay, I already have my 7-8 teams, and now I can build a new team based on Octavia. And the first question I ask myself is this team good, and how do you know it's good? So the thing you need to do usually is to check other people when they test it, people who has maxed out accounts, to test it, to request them to share different things in your guild. And if you don't have this opportunity, there is this Discord channel of unofficial hero wars. You can ask questions there. They will provide to you how is the battle. They will not tell you the solution, but you can ask, hey, can you simulate this team? For example, when I saw Octavia, I know by far that the team to go was Octavia Dante, right? But then the question was, which tank I need to use? Do I need to use Aurora? Or I need to use Corvus? Or I need to use Siri? Can I use Dante directly? Like with who I play Dante? Do I play with Nebula? Do I play with Nebula Heidi? Or do I play with Nebula Iris? Okay, so you start to design which teams do you think they are going to be okay. It's important also to check when you play against guilds, okay, in every day, you need to check which teams they are using in defense to see if there are other teams that you didn't consider. And also you need to check which teams they are using for attacking, okay? This is the manner to understand what is the value of the new hero. If you consider the new hero is good hero, like Octavia is a very good hero, then is when you need to think the next step. What is the next question you need to ask yourself? And this question will be, which teams my new hero counters? Okay, which teams Octavia counters in this case? Do I really need Octavia? So, for example, imagine that Octavia was counter nature and chaos, and you already have multiple teams that counters nature and chaos. So then you probably don't need Octavia. Okay, you don't need a team that team because you already have a team that counters a lot of the other teams. But let's say like Octavia counters nature and you have only TAF to counter nature. So you will say, okay, then it's good to have Octavia because I will have a second team that is able to counter this particular other team, in that case nature. Okay, this is the first thing you need to consider. The the second point is the investment. Okay, in my case, when people were saying you need Aurora, Octavia, Dante, where is Dante? Here. My thought process here was, okay, I didn't have Aurora at all, I didn't have Dante at all, so the investment was very heavy. Okay, like you really need to do too many heroes, right? Because I have Eternity, but then I realized that you really need Dante, and Dante and Kira is my only two Eternity heroes that I don't have. But maybe you were an old player and you already have Aurora and Dante for the all other team. So for you was ideal. You only need to build one hero. So this is very important. Like how much resources I need to invest? Do I need to build from scratch 3 heroes? And also very important, do I need to build from scratch a tank? A tank usually is the most expensive hero because to make it work, you need to go with the hero to 90k. If you don't go to 90k, usually 85, 90k at least, the tank will not survive. So you really need to invest a lot in a tank. So it's the most expensive hero to make it work. Okay, so this was the next question. Like one, what it counters, and understanding if it will help you for you in your team, on your composition or not. Second, what is the investment you need to do? Okay. Third is planning the resources. Okay, and this is very important. So you need to go to your heroes that you want to build. Imagine we are going to use Octavia and Dante in this example. Go to stats and go here and check which gears do you need. Okay, and writing down which gear do you need. Okay, for both of them, for Octavia and for Dante. Okay, you write down what do you need. Also, you do the same for artifact. In that case, for example, you will see the book that Dante needs is the agility book, which is the dodge book. I call it the dodge because it gives you dodge and health. But if you go to Octavia, you will see it's exactly the same book, and if you go to Aurora, you will see it's exactly the same book. This is a problem because this is not a very common book, So probably you will not have stored too many of them, and you now need 3 heroes that require this book. This is an expensive team because you require the same book, which is very unusual book, for 3 of them. Okay, this is very important part. And second and very important is to, for example, in mine I have here, I need to build this artifact. I have 2 options. I can use this one or I can use this one. How I choose which one will depend on which other pieces do you need in your whole team. So for example, imagine this is Dante, but imagine I have Octavia, and Octavia needs the sphere of power, okay? Or I need another hero that needs a sphere of power. It's better to open this one than to open this one, because when you open this one, maybe you are only interested in the ruler of globos, but with this one, you can get these 2, and you need these 2. Okay, so opening one, you can get this or both of them. So it's almost you spend half of energy, because any energy you spend to open this one, you can get this one that you need for Dante, but also you will get this other one that you need for your other hero. Okay, this is very important to make this math. Write everything down, and what are the orange, particularly the orange gear that you need from one hero, the orange gear you need for the second hero, and make a map on which one you are going to open that will give you 2 orange gears that you need for one hero or for multiple heroes. Okay, this I did in my case. I think it was to get this one, if I'm not wrong. I believe this is this one, for example. Okay, I know it that I will need the creator's feather, and I know it I need the Alucard amulet, so I was opening this one because it will give me 2 orange gears. Then I needed one for, I think was from Dante, another for Octavia. Okay, this is very important. So as we can see, what it counters, what is the investment I need to do for this type of things, plan your resources. Like in that case, I know that the next event of a faction that give me artifacts books, I need to get a lot of agility. I need to focus on agility because I will need them. And 4, and this was my mistake, and it's something that I want to share with you. Like I think I didn't thought properly this team when I started building it, because the most important thing is not building the team. The most important thing is, can you counter the new hero? This should be your first question. Okay, this should have been the first question. Since I started the conversation, this should have been your first question. Can you beat the Octavia team? And when I tested Octavia team, I tested the teams that I thought would be good with Octavia, but I didn't test all the options. Okay, I tested maybe 10 or 15 teams, but I didn't test all the options. Okay, and what I realized is I only have one team, TAF, that was able with one particular composition each time, depending on the Octavia team, to be able to beat the team 10-0. So it's like one unique composition in only one team to be able to beat Octavia team. This should have raised all the alarms. Okay, this was a mistake to go and beat Octavia team when you didn't have at least 2 different compositions that were able to beat Octavia team. What is the problem? So the problem when in my words, and I will heads up this guild because it was a very good guild, so congratulations to them. Blacklist, okay, they really destroy us. Okay, you see, we don't destroy that often, but there was a very good guild, and they have one particular team, okay, that I would like to show you here with my attacks, which was this Octavia team. Okay, I will show you why it's important, this Octavia team, to explain why I make a mistake. This Octavia team was a team that I didn't thought was Dante, Morrigan, Mojo, Jorge, and Octavia. Okay, and my problem is I need to beat this team, and I know it and tough beat this team. Okay, yes, but I was not able to get 10-0 this time. I was able to get the 9-1, but not the 10-0. I didn't have any combination in tough that I found with my heroes that I was able to beat Octavia. And this was a problem. I should have planned this ahead. As you see, I tried with tough, with Jasmine, with Amira, with nature, with different versions of progress. This progress was giving me 9-1, which is similar to tough, but again, it was not giving me 10-0. Then I went with chaos. I was not able. I went then with different versions, combination between tough and siblings. Okay, nothing. Eternity, nothing with Nebula and without Nebula. Then I tried to do siblings with progress, nothing. And then I start to try multiple different types of tough, and again nothing. Like I was getting again 9-1 or 8-2, but I was not able to get 10-0. Okay, until I realized that the problem was that I didn't thought about a proper counter of Octavia, and I have not invested my resources on creating that counter. And that counter from the test I have done is Heidi and Barry, which are two heroes I don't have. So now I am in a position that instead of having invested the resources on Dante and Octavia and Aurora, I should have invested my resources in Anbari and Heidi. Probably, if you are an old, you are playing this for a long time, you will have Anbari because it was the hard counter to card. But because now there are not that many card teams and I have nature, I don't care too much about card anymore. But as a result, I don't have a proper counter. And then I was trying to think about teams that can work and also some guys, and I said, oh, this thing could work. The idea is Heidi. And you see, we lost 10-0, but despite have very low level team, you already realize that there start to be some draws here. Okay, so looks like, and for my test, Lian is good hero against Dante, and Barry is a good hero, Heidi is a good hero. So I need to invest in Heidi. All the tests we have done require majority of the time Heidi, but I don't have a Heidi, and Heidi is an expensive hero. So what I want to bring from all of this is I went crazy to create a team. Okay, to create Dante Octavia because I have everything else that I wanted. It was ready, but I didn't thought about the how I am going to counter Octavia. I know I have the tough team, and I realized that there was only one variant of different tough team to be able to beat different teams of Octavia. But what happens if you cannot use tough this time? What happens if that tough team, that particular combination, is not able to kill Octavia 10-0, which was this case? So when this happens, means you cannot attack this team, and it was what happens. I need to send another guildmate to attack this team because I was not able to fight them with a 10-0 guarantee. So very important, and fourth point is focus first on having at least two teams that beats the common combination of the new hero before building the hero. Okay, it's more important to be able to kill the new team than to have the new team. Okay, so hope it helps and see you soon.